Hey everyone, it's Barbara Ann. Welcome back to my channel, Straight Out of Context. Copyright disclaimer. Under the Copyright Act of 1976, I am within my full legal right to share these following clips via video and audio. The following creators allow reshare, redistribution, and download of their content, and as always, I credit them in the description box below. Fair use, public domain, TikTok third-party license, and TikTok Live automatic third-party license for the use of commentary, reaction, teaching, news reporting, research, comment, and criticism. I am legally within my basic human rights, my civil rights, and my constitutional rights to share, under the First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States, my expressions, my views, my thoughts, my opinions, my feelings, and my critiques. The First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution guarantees my freedom of religion, freedom to exercise of, freedom of speech, freedom of the press, free assembly, and the right to petition the government. The First Amendment does not cover lies that amount to defamation, threats, stalking, harassment, disruption, nor civil disobedience. So this is a screenshot I grabbed from Keesh. She does a video, and I highly suggest you go watch it, about Ken Urker sharing this via comment. He says, cosmetology license, $10K. Money that Gypsy saved by shopping there, negative $50 plus. Watching how angry and triggered these Karens are for simply buying shampoo and hair dye. Priceless. CONSPIRATEA also did an amazing video. I highly suggest you go watch it if you haven't. And she talks about this right here. Gypsy Rose Blanchard says this via comment on TikTok. Well, I'm not the one who made these videos and made a big stink about it. The employee would not be in trouble if creators minded their own business. Just saying. I don't know if she's kidding or not, because she's the one who posted a whole video about her doing her own hair and then did a whole entire video of her shopping there. But it somehow is always the fault of content creators. She also shares this to this comment, a proposal is coming. Gypsy says maybe, but it won't be on the 25th like he said in the show. The 25th, meaning June, is my sister's birthday. So I'm like, maybe not on her birthday, please, LOL. One user states this, please don't do that to Mia. It seems like you try to take any shine she has. The day you posted a fake engagement post was her apartment thing. Gypsy says no one is trying to take anyone's shine away. The fact is the Blanchard sisters are doing wonderful as individuals, accomplishing new things every day, and people can't stand the fact that we are achieving success, so they try to pit us against each other, like we are in competition with one another. The same user responds back, just going off of what we've seen in the past. Anytime she has something going on, it seems like you post something bigger that people want to talk about. It is true, and you know what they say, the internet is forever, it's written in ink, it is permanent, and it's never going to go away. In 1998, not only were the COPA laws passed, but most middle-class and low-income families had access to either a PC and or the internet. Just look at how many times Jeffree Star has been canceled and all of the videos and audio that exists of his entire life. Going back to his MySpace days and when he was trying to do everything he could to make it as a celebrity, including going on a musical tour with a known offender. He still hasn't lived that down and never will.
Gypsy Rose is now available for hire. You can book her for speaking engagements for $10,000. Clearly profiting off of the deletion of her mother. Well, what about the son of Sam law? Well, federally, it's not really enforced, and some states don't even have it, like Missouri. At any rate, GRB skips around it by saying she's talking about her life and her journey. However, that wouldn't even be relevant without the deletion. So it'll be interesting to see if anybody hires GRB, mainly universities, and the subsequent backlash they would probably get, because more and more people are waking up and understanding the real story. I dare to ask this question because I know the answer, but do you think a speaking engagement with GRB would be worth 10 grand? Gypsy Rose Blanchard cannot be serious right now. This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Because I did not know that you could get your nails done long and it not be press-ons. So I'm just learning this at 33 years old. this whole time I've been using press-ons.
There's absolutely no way that GRB didn't know that long nails were an option at the nail salon. The first thing they ask you is, would you like your nails short or long? They ask you what length you'd like. When the nails are put on, they are long. They cut them down to the size you'd like. And remember, she had her nails done right out of prison. This is an act, y'all. It's an act to seem innocent, to seem sheltered. This one is absurd. And remember, last time GRB tried to post her first times, like swimming and on the swing, they were debunked. There's absolutely no way. None. They ask you, there's no way.
Okay, hold on. Y'all mad at me, right? Y'all want to sound off in my comments and shit like that. Try and make it seem like I'm the bad guy, but I'll take that. I'm a tourist. I can take that. I'm always the bad guy. But my whole thing is though too, who the fuck said that I wasn't mad at the employee? Bitch, I'm mad at the employee for letting her buy the shit. Bitch, I'm mad at Gypsy Rose at the fact that she basically dry snitched on the girl. You basically threw somebody else under the bus. And then not only that, get off the line, bro. Not only that, I watched the video. She's shopping around, wrecking shades EQ, wrecking bleach, fucking pink gloves. Ugh. Bitch, I'm mad at everybody. Losing your job behind Gypsy Rose is insane. Insane. It's fucking diabolical. I'm mad at everybody involved. Management, the bitch working on shift. How does she know what toners to buy? How does she know what bleach to get? How did she know, oh, these gloves are cute, or da-da-da-da? How does she know that? How does she know that? Especially my biggest thing is the toners, bro. Wrecking shades EQ, bro. How did she know? That employee was following her around the fucking store, putting things in her basket. Oh, and saying, oh, what shade did you want to do? Like, da-da-da-da. Formulating for her. Fucking insane. I'm mad at everybody. I don't give a fuck if y'all mad at me. I said what I said. Funk doghead bitch who took her ass to the motherfucking Salon Centric. The fuck? But it's okay. It's okay. Because if y'all look at the number and what she spent, don't complain about another motherfucking hairstylist's price ever again. Because it's not cheap. At all. At all. And in hindsight, if the girl doesn't, if she has a state license and she slid her card for that girl for her to be able to purchase said products, and she has a state license, state board is most likely going to revoke her license or fine her. Sounds like the law is on our side on that one. If she get fined or if she gets her fucking license revoked, if she has one, justice was served. So she's gonna get taken care of, especially if she's licensed, and she's gonna get taken care of even if she isn't. Salon Centric's gonna fire her. But we can be mad at Gypsy Rose just because y'all not. Y'all be so Gypsy Rose, so Gypsy Rose. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, Jesus, what you say, babe? No, speak up. They can't hear you.
I hope the bitch here.
Right, he's a Gypsy Rose hater. He don't like her. Especially after what she did to Ryan. He don't like her. And she did a piss poor job of it. The hair is absolutely fucking ugly. She should have took that $400 that she spent in Salon Centric and went and got her hair done. You have a bob, baby. Ain't nobody gonna charge you $400 fucking dollars for your hair. You might have actually paid $400 including tip. But y'all be safe though. Love y'all, bye. And two, let me explain something to y'all, because obviously y'all didn't pass from 3rd grade. Y'all are fucking stupid. I did not say she lost her job over Gypsy Rose. The actions in which she provided Gypsy Rose and her actions cost her her job. It cost her her job. Her actions helping and providing product to Gypsy Rose cost her her job. Gypsy Rose didn't cost her her job. but her job was costed by Gypsy Rose. Okay.
Gypsy Rose Salon Centric gate. Okay, it's time for me to clear the air. I'm getting inundated with comments like this, DMs, ats, tags. Don't you dare help Gypsy Rose after her DIY failure with Teddy Bear Blonde. She infiltrated a Salon Centric. It would never happen. I have no interest in it. That would probably go viral, but for all the wrong reasons, and I would have no one to blame but myself for the fallout. For me, it's giving a little bit of that who we do not speak of vibes. Like she threw that cashier under the bus, even though I get it was the cashier. But no. Red flag city for multiple reasons. I want nothing to do with it. There's a lot to unpack here. First of all, I get why hairstylists are so upset. They spend so much on school, if you don't know. It was $15,000 30 years ago for me to go to school. It's probably $30,000 now, approximately. And one of the perks is getting to shop at places like Salon Centric that are for professionals only. There's a giant sign on the door that says for licensed professionals only. And my Salon Centric in West Hollywood is extremely strict in making sure that everyone that enters and shops there is a licensed cosmetologist. But what really got me was that, did you notice she spent over $200 on all that Redken 30, 20, 40 volume? It was giving me anxiety just watching her. She could have went to a salon and paid somebody in her area to give her a balayage for the same amount of money that she spent on all that stuff. Think about it. And listen, I have no problem with DIYing their own hair. This isn't about that. No judgment. But you just have to buy your products in places like Sally's or places that you're allowed to shop at. That's it. But we see what happened with Gypsy. I mean, did you see that application? It was so crusty and so bad. And then afterwards, of course, it was all spotty and a mess. And I just tried to educate people on my page of what can happen when you do try to DIY your own hair at home. It can get messy sometimes. My advice for her would be put some gold filler on there and some brown color from Sally's and just call it a day. If we can't really blame Salon Centric, think of how many employees they have. This sounds to me like a bad apple, an employee that they're going to have to deal with. They're doing an investigation. I mean, I am not affiliated with Salon Centric in that I'm one of their ambassadors. I do work with a lot of brands that are sold at Salon Centric. Salon Centric is owned by L'Oreal, so a lot of the brands that they carry are also all part of the same umbrella corporation. But I'm sure that this is gotten to the executives now. They probably had no idea that there were some cracks in the system. And I'm sure that they're going to get to the bottom of it and fix it. Because honestly, one thing I can tell you, good or bad, about the L'Oreal situation and the brands, they don't mess around with stuff like this. They take legal situations and breaches extremely seriously. Let's try to all breathe. Let Salon Centric do their thing. Let them make it right. I'm sure that they'll make sure that this doesn't happen again. But my main reason for coming on here is I am not, and I repeat, I am not saving Gypsy's hair, okay? Ever, never.
We got daddy issues, chaos junkie. Mommy issues, more daddy issues, obnoxious asshole issues.
Just in case y'all forgot.
A very good liar without any conscience. And I'm changing that. I'm trying to be a good person now. I don't... Just as much dirt as you have on me, I have on you, honey. You punch at me, I punch back 10 times harder. Because I did not know that you could get your nails done long and it not be press-ons.
So let's get this straight. No one in her life, in her immediate family, since being out of prison, has went and got their nails done? Huh. That's interesting. time Gypsy speaks. Y'all, imagine she walk into the nail salon and be like, I didn't know this place existed. And the lady behind the counter said, you were just here with me the other day. Like she didn't know what a salon was. Got a fucking clue. If you knew about a whole nose job, you knew about a nail salon. What's cheaper, fixing your nails or fixing your nose? Get out of here. And you mean to tell me all this time that you and me have been hanging out and you've been seeing her nails on, what you thought they was press-on? What? So you mean to tell me you and old Mia don't hang out at the nail salon when she get her nails done? That is the best conversation to have. I bet you don't. I bet you she too embarrassed to take your silly ass anywhere. And if she do it out of fucking pity. Let's call spade a spade. Chrissy be like, Mia, you gotta take Gypsy. You better take Gypsy. But my mom won't take her because she be acting ignorant. What'd I say? I said take her. Bitch, you knew about some nail salon. Get out. In the nail aisle alone, there's press-on nails, LED nails, there's at-home acrylic nails. You can go to the nail salon. That's all. If you knew how to walk into a hospital to see your old boyfriend, you knew how to walk into a nail salon. If you can open up your mama's neck, you can open up the door to the nail salon. No, you ain't a liar. You're a clown. You're a straight-up clown. And if I was Mia, I wouldn't want to take you nowhere neither. Looking the way you do. Looking like a goofy clown. What is this place? And the people go, what you think it is? A soup kitchen?
I don't have any cosmetology experience, but I have gone to the salon a lot, and so I do know kind of the process of what it takes to do a balayage. Okay, I just want to put a full disclaimer that I am not a licensed professional, and I'm completely doing this as a do-it-yourself project.
Bullshit. You were on the red carpet with Ryan. Those are press-ons? Those are press-ons? Those don't look like press-ons. Oh, sorry. I got distracted. No, those are not press-ons. One of my favorite content creators, Hello Starlight, wants us to gather all the lies that Gypsy has ever said. And here is my submission for all the times Gypsy's lied about having press-on nails.
18 years old. Put your finger down if you've been stalked, doxxed, harassed, threatened, had people calling your cell phone, etc. by Gypsy Rose Blanchard or one of her cult members. Put a finger down if you've been stalked, doxxed, harassed, threatened, had people calling your cell phone, etc. by Gypsy Rose Blanchard or one of her cult members. Put a finger down if you've been stalked, doxxed, harassed, threatened, had people calling your cell phone, etc. by Gypsy Rose Blanchard or one of her cult members.
At this point, Gypsy Rose not buckling her baby in her car seat correctly is becoming a pattern, and it's terrifying. So she was riding around with Ken talking about National Donut Day, and you can clearly see the baby is not buckled in correctly. Once again, Ken made a joke regarding Salon Centric, which, by the way, GRB is banned from and got an employee fired from. He made a joke, flailing his arms, saying, I hope we don't have to have a license to get donuts. After that, she went to the nail salon where she claimed she never knew that long nails were an option. I have the video on my page. The priorities should be buckling in the baby, like her life depends on it, because it does. This isn't gossip. This isn't shading. This is a safety issue. Buckle that baby in.
Is Gypsy Rose Blanchard trying to distance herself from Bree and her other so-called friends? She says, the actions and posts of my friends are their own, and I can only take responsibility for what I choose to say and share. While I love and support my friends, that doesn't mean I always agree with everything they do or say. I'm focused on being accountable for my own actions and continuing to grow from here. Here's a good word of advice to you, Gypsy. You should really start by cutting ties and finding better friends.
I'm calling out the behavior of a specific group of Gypsy Rose stans because this disturbing behavior needs to stop. I usually keep it funny on here. I do satire and comedy. Dark humor, sarcasm, that's my lane. But this shit, it's fucking bizarre. You've got full-grown, grown-ass adults on here, not just supporting a convicted unaliver, but worshiping her, blindly defending her, twisting themselves up in knots trying to defend her false narrative, even after all the evidence and FOIAs have been out for months. And honestly, at this point, I don't even really know. Do they actually believe her? Or are they telling untruths on purpose? Or are they in so deep that now they're just too embarrassed to admit they got played? I mean, either way, it's bad. And when someone speaks up, they don't just argue. They go real life. Doxing people, harassing them, getting content creators fired from their job. They've even been disrespecting people's deceased relatives, just to be nasty. There's also been some really heinous racist behavior. I mean, honestly, it's really gross. And all of this for a woman who's shown no real accountability, no remorse, and in my opinion, no sign of a conscience. Since she's got out of prison, it's been nothing but attention-seeking and blame-shifting. And if that pattern sounds familiar, that's because it is. Gypsy's whole MO is to get other people to do her dirty work. That way she can stand back and say, well, I'm not the one that actually did it. Yeah, we've heard that before. That's what she said about her co-defendant. So this behavior from her superfans, it feels really culty, dangerously obsessed. They're out here destroying real lives while acting like they're on some holy crusade for a convicted unaliver. Meanwhile, anyone who's actually paying attention to all of this is just standing here going like, what the fuck is happening? Like, what is this? This is not normal. This is not support. This is beyond support. And it sure as hell isn't something we should be normalizing. Now, here's the part they don't seem to be understanding. They're actually putting themselves at a serious risk. Some of the things they're doing to support Gypsy are actually crimes. Not just internet drama, I mean actual crimes. Depending on where their targets live, their state might have laws against doxing, harassment, and cyberstalking. And if they think hiding behind, oh, it's public information, will save them, it won't. In a court of law, it's not just about what you found, it's also about how and why you used it. Intent matters a lot. They're simply just not thinking ahead. They're not thinking about consequences because you don't always know who you're messing with. Some creators live with a federal agent. Some of them are married to a judge. So if you dox them, congratulations, you just committed a federal crime. And best believe, semantics are not going to save you in a court of law. Those consequences are all yours. Imagine being dumb enough to catch a felony charge for someone who wouldn't even bake you a cake with a file in it if you're in prison. Gypsy's not going to come and save them if they get in trouble. She'll just dump them like she does everybody else when they're no longer useful. There's already a long list of people. So the point is, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Is all of this really worth it? I normally try to stay out of these types of situations. And sure, I've made a handful of Gypsy videos. Most of them were comedy-based. So my intention with this video is not actually to piss anyone off or stir the pot. But when I see something that's unacceptable, dangerous, and it needs to be called out, I'm going to do that. What they're doing is wrong, and it's putting everyone in danger.
Today, we observe the odd behavior of a gypstan in its natural habitat. Let's listen.
Okay, first of all, what you're not gonna do is sit here and act like you know her better than me, okay? Everyone's like, oh, she lied. Oh, she's manipulative. Oh, she unalived her mom. Like, yeah, but you're missing context. You have to understand the energetics of the situation. I am so sick of everyone always believing the court documents. Like, they can't be fake. Wake the hell up. Y'all are so gullible. And this whole she's lying about her mom mistreating her? I'm sorry, do y'all have medical degrees? Were you there? No. She had 100 surgeries and she was in a wheelchair for a reason, y'all. And even if the reason was made up, it was her reality. Y'all don't know her like I do. She's not perfect, but she's trying. She's healing. I know her heart, you don't. And you keep attacking her when she's trying to rebrand. Let her live her life. Anyway, follow me for the facts, because I'm the only one with the actual facts. These haters only want drama. And if you actually knew what you were talking about, you'd realize this whole narrative has been against her since day one. Like, the people out here making these videos don't even do their research. They read one article and they think they know her. I'm her best friend. I know her. You don't. I have the facts. You don't. Sit all the way down. I have facts. I have spreadsheets. And I have receipts that I definitely did not Photoshop. Also, I've read every book. I've watched every documentary 964 times. So don't come for me. I know everything about this. You need to shut your mouth and open your ears. And y'all bringing up that thing that she jabbed her mom 17 times. Like, it's a big deal. Second of all, no one's talking about how hard that must have been for her. Do you know how much strength it takes to do all of that and then pretend like it didn't happen? Give her some credit. And besides, that was so 10 years ago. Be so for real. Oh, and before you mention the autistic man, no, she didn't manipulate him. He worshipped her. He saved her. He was a hero. What? Am I supposed to say? I mean, he was a piece of shit. He's where he belongs. He needs to rot. He's a monster that forced her to do all of this against her will. She's the victim. You guys don't understand how hard this is for her. She gets on TikTok trying to spread love and tell her true story, and every comment is like, unaliver, liar, narcissist. Like she's not even human to y'all. She's just out here trying to profit from it like anyone would. Let her live. You're just mad because she has a TV show and you don't. Like, be so for real. You're just mad because she was on Dr. Phil and you weren't. Like, one day you remember something and then the next day it's like different. That doesn't make her a liar. It makes her a truth shifter. It's just funny how people make whole hate pages about, I would never focus my whole life on someone. That's just weird and creepy. I would never go on a live for hours and hours and bash and bully people. Y'all have issues. Y'all are obsessed. Okay, but if you actually knew the whole story, you would understand she's not lying. She's reclaiming her narrative, okay? Like, were you in the room? No. Were you? No. Then sit down. Because I was there, spiritually. She did not unalive her mom. She released her mom's soul from a prison of unhappiness. There's a difference. Look it up. It's called involuntary deceasement. It was an act of mercy, but you haters won't give her credit for anything she does. You just want to make everything look bad to fit your narrative and make her look like a criminal. You think she's supposed to get out of prison and go work at McDonald's or Walmart? She's TikTok famous. That's her job now. But don't think you can come for me because I'm her biggest fan. I would literally die for that girl. I would trash my entire life for her. The mere thought of her makes me... It makes me emotional because I'm so tired of all these haters. Y'all need to get a life and quit saying she's using me. What we have is real. Y'all just don't understand. She's a mom now. A mom. Fact. You can't be a bad person if you have a baby. That's science. Every time I show facts, y'all call me crazy. You say I'm sniffing too much. You say I'm on something. No. The only thing I'm on is facts. I love doing facts. And I will continue doing facts as much as I want to do facts. And no, I don't buy my facts from someone else. My facts are authentic because I make them myself. It's not my fault you can't keep up with my brain at full throttle. Maybe you could keep up if you tried doing facts. You people sit in your little live with your fake screenshots and you lie about me. You say I doxed somebody. Name one person. Name one. I never doxed anyone. Also, I am not obsessed. I am dedicated. You think I talk about her for 16 hours because I'm obsessed? No, I talk about her because someone has to. Someone has to defend her because all you haters want her back in prison for no reason. Also, I never reported anyone. That's slander. I literally said, hey besties, maybe report this for misinformation if you want to, which is totally different. It's called free speech. You should try it. You call me manic. You say I need help. Say I need sleep. You body shame me. You make fun of my hair, my makeup. You call me trans, but I still show up every day. And I know she appreciates it, even though she's really never done anything for me. But she's busy. Anyway, follow me for facts. I'm the official spokesperson, and I have all the facts. I'll be going live again tonight for 17 hours straight, and you haters have it wrong. It's so disgusting to judge somebody just for unaliving someone. That was a whole last decade ago. Y'all are delusional. Get a life. Let her live hers, because hers is none of your business, sweetheart.
I know one thing. They better tell their friends to stop accusing me of shit like doxing, because this is the thing. If they think doxing is anything, keep on f***ing making false accusations about me. I'm still f***ing doing it. Like, can you imagine living the life that y'all live? I mean, well, you can't because you do, right? I'm being miserable as spending your days and nights, like, stalking all of us, stalking Gypsy, reporting being so proud of it. Kids probably come home, got the damn face, don't even wipe them off. Fucking shitty-ass parents, shitty-ass sisters, shitty-ass everything.
A few moments later.
Daughters, all like our parents, our kids, everything, probably so ashamed of y'all. Y'all neglect your whole fucking family to come on the internet and troll people and report people and be obsessed with people.
2,000 years later.
But it's alright, y'all wanna keep reporting me? I'm about to do a whole series on Gypsy. I was done with talking about Gypsy. Not anymore. Y'all wanna keep reporting me? Guess what? I'm about to prove your little mommy comes back to Scoops wrong on everything she does because she's a fucking player. Ugly ass bitch. Yeah. My ex-husband's love child had that car she wants so bad.
Later.
Aw, poor Becca. She wanted her kids to get it, but she did, but they didn't. But their baby brother did. Yeah, the baby brother didn't even know about it. Some old grown-ass man.
Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for your time. I hope you all have had a fantastic weekend. Don't forget to be kind to yourself, to love yourself, and to take care of yourself. And if you liked my video, please subscribe, like, share, and comment down below.